let me introduce to everybody out in A&N land, this is Tom Genovese with Mid-Continent and of course True Blue Power.
That is correct.
That was a great name for a company. I like that one.
It definitely talks about the power behind the product, so
there you go.
It's good.
Lots of new stuff going on. I'll give you the choice. What's first?
We've made a couple announcements yesterday. One of them was the new software load for the MD302. What's nice from a pilot perspective with that software load is that now it has interfaced heading. So if you have the MD302 interfaced with like a Garmin display, Honeywell, Avidyne display, you could take like the barrel setting and the heading information from the primary flight display and also display it on the MD302. So that software update was discussed yesterday along with a field calibration. So one of the things that we did with software 104 is to allow a function for the installer to be able to put it in the panel and then set it up through configuration menus to make sure that the panel tilt is correct. And it just really makes the installation a little bit easier instead of trying to guess what the panel tilt is and setting up the airspeed range markings and things like that. So 104 definitely has some benefits for that product. And I think the heading is probably one of the features that the pilots were looking for most.
Outstanding. Well, it's been a, excuse me, a box that's gotten some rave reviews here and there. And obviously that particular market's very discriminating. No question that people, when you start getting out into reversionary modes and things of that nature, the stuff where you got to depend on when everything else has basically gone to blazes in a hurry.
Right.
You're going with what you really trust in your gut.
Yeah, you know, it's been a really interesting product. I was involved in a lot of the flight testing with the MD302 before we got it certified. And also our chief pilot, Ryan Reed, was part of that. And we started out with the 1978 Sundowner for some of the flight testing.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it was a good airplane. And we outgrew that airplane pretty quickly and moved into A36 Bonanza. And now we have two of them installed in our A36 panel, and one horizontal, one vertical. And it works out real well. So the one on the right-hand side, our engineers could go ahead and do software loads, test out new software features while we're flying, and it works out real well that way. Big announcement yesterday was that Cirrus Aircraft selected the MD302 to use in their piston aircraft. And they started delivering aircraft in January with the MD302 as part of their GTS package. And what was really nice about that is that they actually had a forecasted order, and then they brought in some of their orders sooner because of the fact that the uptake over at Cirrus with new aircraft owners or buyers has been greater than expected. So we're pretty excited about that. Bill Helicopter is using the MD302 as an option for their 407 GX program.
They're a tough customer.
They are. It's been a real great relationship, and I think it's leading to other opportunities with Bill Helicopter. Enstrom Helicopter is using it in the 480, so really excited. Just the path that the MD302 has taken with some of the OEM customers, and of course, you know, we also have the Part 23 AML STC that's been helping the installers here in the United States install them into several different aircraft. And it also was just announced yesterday that the MD302 is now part of the Garmin G500 and G600 AML STC as a compatible standby display.
Okay.
So that will also help the installers get it included in some of the G500, 600 upgrades that they do.
Good company.
Yeah, it's a great relationship that we have with Garmin. The guys make a great product over there, and yeah, great things coming out of that partnership.
Make a lot of product over there. That's got to be good for you.
Definitely, definitely. Well, the other products that we announced yesterday were the MD215. It's a counter drone pointer altimeter, and it's kind of different approach for us because it's like we're going back in time instead of going, you know, fully digital.
Back to your core competence, huh?
Exactly. Half of our business is repair and overhaul, so we see a lot of counter drone pointer altimeters come in for service.
Just might know how to do that better, might you?
Yeah, and the thing is that, you know, the repairs on the counter drone altimeters are pretty expensive because of the fact that they are an older product, and our engineers took that as an opportunity to come out with basically like a newer design using newer parts or newer technology. And so it's going to increase the reliability, but also provide a solution for somebody like that has a Learjet or a King Air that just hasn't updated to the glass panels yet. If their primary altimeter, I'm sorry, if their standby altimeter fails, instead of sending it in for repair, they could just go ahead and get an exchange for the MD215, and it's going to give them years and years of reliable service. So that was another product that we announced. And then of course the MD93, which I think from the show here sounds like a lot of people want. It's a digital clock with a USB port. So as simple as that
everything is powered
sounds,
by USB.
it is.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where once you fly with it and you're able to power up your device and even your cell phone and have it charged before you get off the airplane and go visit with customers, just having that power there is definitely a benefit. And then when you fly in an aircraft where you don't have it, yeah, you miss it quickly.
Now this is going to have the oomph to power an iPad and the like?
It is. Right now, each port on the USB port provides about 2.1 amps.
Oh, okay.
So you could go ahead and charge 2 tablet devices at the same time.
Excellent.
And right now we have it installed in RA36 Bonanza, and we've used our iPads during flight with the Garmin software on it, and just for flight planning and having it available in the cockpit, it is definitely a great benefit, and to be able to power it up is even that much better.
Excellent. I think first time we saw that was the AEA Regional over the fall, was that?
We may have had it there, yeah.
I think that's, boy, I could just think of all kinds of places to stash that, and airplane we're thinking of picking up, and we're going to be doing the panel our way, so I guarantee you we're going to have at least one somewhere, that's for sure.
That's good. Yeah, the TA102, that is the standalone USB port, you know, it's an interesting product because it was kind of like a side project for our engineering team to come up with, and they certified it pretty quickly, came to market with it pretty quickly, and you know, we're seeing it installed in everything from small single engine pistons, and I think our largest aircraft right now that it's being installed in is a 767. So
oh my.
There's an airline up in Canada that's going to be using them to power to the seat, so that their
that had to be a happy sale.
Oh, it was.
You want,
it was
how
great.
many?
Yeah, exactly.
Cheaper by the dozen, huh?
You have 4 767s, and you want to put them in each of the 238 seats. So do the math. It was pretty close to 1,000 units that we sold for that particular installation. But yeah, I think what we're seeing is that the airlines, more of the passengers are bringing on their own devices, and they expect to have a power outlet that they can go ahead and charge.
Oh, absolutely.
And the TA102 fits that perfectly because of the fact that it is a pretty economical FAA certified product that provides enough power to get those devices charged.
Outstanding. Let's talk a little bit about True Blue Power. You guys came out of the gate some time ago and kind of saved the reputation of lithium almost overnight at the time. It's been a tough battle in some ways to let people know that this really is part of the future of aviation. What are you learning about your deployment, and what are your customers as well learning in the process, or for that matter, teaching you?
Yeah, the good thing is that there is a lot of interest in lithium batteries right now. The customers are asking for it. They see the benefits of the lithium batteries. The good thing is I think we're making headways with the FAA. I think that the FAA is learning that there are different chemistries, and the chemistry
different chemistries.
Exactly. And the chemistry that we selected is the best for aviation products. So we've been doing education sessions with the FAA, with Transport Canada. We go to a lot of the Aircraft Electronic Association regional meetings and have what we call Lithium 101. And that's helping train some of the technicians that will one day see these lithium batteries come into their shops.
You guys were kind enough to run us through that. I guess it's been almost 2 years now. And it's interesting when you started getting into it that, one, there were a lot of flavors of lithium, so to speak, but more important, when you started delving into the technologies and the potentials it had, not just now, but as a function of where everybody's going and developing right now. It's pretty exciting.
It is. And you know, the certifications are taking a little bit longer than what we expected, but I think the good thing is that we're really super close to seeing some certifications get approved. One of them is our first Part 25 STC with our emergency power supply, and that is, it's going to be on a Citation 550, and I expect that certification here within the next week or two.
Outstanding.
And then we're going to also see the main ship battery certifications, hopefully the first one around the June timeframe, and that's with one of our partners up in Canada. So
excellent.
That's going to be really exciting, and that's in a Part 25 aircraft also.
Well, it sounds like things are cranking along very nicely for you. What can we expect to see on the horizon at this point? Where are you heading? What kind of development work are you doing? What parts of the industry intrigue you above and beyond what you're already mastering at the moment?
Yeah, there's a lot of exciting things going on with our True Blue Power division. We're growing the inverter family line, and right now we're really focusing on stretching that family out to include more inverters. We have some special requests coming in from some OEM manufacturers that are looking for like 400 hertz inverters, which is basically a derivative of our existing inverter line. And so we're kind of filling up some of those empty spaces on the inverter family. But also as we get into air transport, now we're talking converters where we have to take 115 and drop it down to 28 volts. So I would expect our inverter line to start growing into converters, and growing that True Blue Power line there. The batteries are obviously something that we're spending a lot of time on. Like I said, the customers are asking for it. So there's going to be a lot of certification work for us to do. And I would say that you're going to see derivatives of our battery line to really expand and make sure that we have the perfect product or the perfect solution for our customer. You know, instead of needing 44 amps, they might need something in the 30 range for their particular application. So that's pretty exciting. I would say that going forward, really the opportunity for us is to look into the UAV market. A lot of the UAVs out there need lightweight power, and they need some of our solid state type gyros and things like that. So I'm going to have to stick a person or two out there and have them focus just on UAVs. It's pretty exciting.
UAV market has such incredible potential. We're leaving here for a convention you wouldn't normally associate with that, the National Association of Broadcasters, who has a whole area devoted just to UAV technologies, because UAVs are changing the nature of certain parts of broadcasting, and there's no question that UAV videography in particular is going to be a serious market for that particular industry. And I would imagine with as much as we're going to need extended loiter times and everything else, it's all going to be about batteries.
I think so. And the one part of the industry that we see that hasn't really been talked too much about is the service side of it. You know, a lot of the line of sight type UAVs you're not hearing too many people say, well, we have to send the unit in to have it repaired or serviced. But once we get, you know, some of the FAA regulations in place and we start having other UAVs that are a little bit further out of sight type flying, you know, those are going to have certified Part 145 repair stations to do some of that work, and we're hoping to gather or to capture some of that service work also for UAVs. So it's pretty exciting on that standpoint, but also with our battery technology from a new forward fit application, there's many opportunities for us there too. So yeah, we definitely need one or two people to focus on that, and I think that's going to be something.
Send your resumes to where now?
Right out on our website, there is a job posting out there for our account manager position for focusing on UAVs.
Well, there you go. Alrighty, I sure appreciate your time as always.
Aero-News Network's coverage of the 58th Annual AEA International Convention and Trade Show, live from Dallas, Texas, is brought to you in part by the following sponsors.
Now certified, Aspen Avionics single-band ADS-B ATX100 and ATX100G transceivers are the next-gen ADS-B solution that provides the features pilots need while keeping flyaway costs low. Check it out now at aspenavionics.com.
Avidyne provides innovative avionics solutions for general aviation aircraft, including the IFD 540 and IFD 440 FMS GPS navcoms with geofill, hybrid touch, and full ADS-B capability.
The KSN 770 is an affordable, WAS-enabled integrated MFD with a flexible hybrid user interface from Bendix King. Get your fingers on the 770's perfect blend of touchscreen and hard buttons. Easily control your GPS navigation, Navcom, weather, traffic, and terrain in any condition. For more information, go to bendixking.com.
HeliSAS from Genesis Aerosystems is the FAA-certified, cost-effective, and reliable stability augmentation system and two-axis autopilot for light to medium helicopters. HeliSAS offers significant safety-enhancing benefits and still weighs less than 12 pounds. Visit www.genesis-aerosystems.com.
An interactive links application is available in the Apple and Android app stores. This free app is a virtual simulation of the Lynx NGT 9000 touchscreen cockpit display that lets pilots interact with the unit as if they had a real system in their hands. The app covers the entire Lynx family of ADS-B products, including features and options to help customers decide which Lynx model is right for their needs.
Today's pilots must have power for electronic flight bags, tablets, iPads, and communication devices. The TA102 dual USB charging port delivers more power with less hassles. Available from your local Avionics dealer.
NavWorks makes ADS-B affordable. Certified or experimental, NavWorks gives you high-quality next-gen avionics solutions that dramatically increase your situational awareness. Check us out now on the web at www.navworks.com.
The debate is no longer about upgrading GA aircraft with NextGen, it's about financing it. The NextGen GA Fund is about doing just that. Find out more at www.nextgenfund.com.